Hey friends, welcome back to the vlog. I know it has been a while since I've given you guys a video, actually a few months, which is crazy. I do have probably like 5 videos that is ready for me to just release to you guys. I just never pressed the button to release them to you guys, but I know it's been a while since I have given you guys a vlog, and so today is the day. Today is Tuesday, May 26th, and I thought I would get back to recording and picking up the camera, doing things that I love. It's just been a pretty busy season. I've had a lot going on, and I'm gonna update you guys more into the video. I'll update you guys, but right now I am picking up the camera because I need to reset my home. My son graduated this past weekend and my family was over and they stayed here. They just left on this morning, and so I need to reset my house because it's looking a little messy. I did breakfast before they left, and I just need to reset the home and everything like that. So let's go ahead and hop into the video. Alright you guys, so we're just gonna hop right in, and I am showing you guys this song has been on repeat on my playlist, and I really love this song, you guys. And if you have a minute after the video, I would love for you to go and check this song out. It is just is one of those songs. And so when I'm cleaning and doing things in the kitchen, I always like to listen to a podcast, worship music, or something about the Bible, things of that nature. I always try to use my time wisely, and so right now I am listening to some worship music to lift my spirit and block out all the noise that's going on around. The kids are running around the house screaming, and usually I love that sound, but some days I just have my days where I just need to get away in my mind. So the first thing I always do when I'm cleaning, I always start in my kitchen. And so the first thing I did while I was in the kitchen was wash the dishes, which I did not think this through well, but I just started with the dishes because that's what I always do. But after I finished the dishes, then I realized that I had to clean out the refrigerator, and so then I had more dishes to do because I had containers in there, and so I had to go back and wash those dishes as well. And then I didn't do much. I didn't do a deep clean because I like my house a certain way, and I'm not one of those people that love all the different color organizations and empty in one container to put it in another container. I just haven't gotten there yet, I guess, or I'm not really interested in that. But as long as my home is clean and organized in the way that I like it, I'm okay with that. I don't try to overconsume stuff. And so I just do the basic. My home to some may look very basic, and I'm okay with that because I am the type, I do not like a lot of clutter in my house, and I feel like the less stuff that I buy, the less stuff that I have to clean. And so if you ever look at my house, you'll see that I don't really buy a lot of things, knickknacks and decorations of that nature. I just actually started putting up decorations in this home because in my mind, I'm like, I'll wait until I buy my home and then I'll decorate. But I'm living in the now and learning to enjoy all the things that I have. And if you see right here, I noticed while I was cleaning my microwave that there was this grease up here on the cabinet. We have been cooking a lot since my mom and my sister, it was a house full, and so I had to try to make sure that we had enough food to feed everyone, and we were eating bacon just about every morning. And so I noticed there was a lot of oil up there, so I ended up just wiping that down. And so I'm just trying to get my house back in order how it was before I had company. I like my home a certain way, and so that's all I'm aiming for, is just to get it back clean and situated. And if you guys see me laughing and stuff, my husband and everybody actually is around the kitchen, and that's one thing I love. When I'm in the kitchen, I love that my family is around, or at least my husband would be sitting at the bar talking with me, and we're laughing and giggling. And that's one thing I love about being able to be home and having my family home as well. Alright y'all, so I finished washing the dishes and wiping the counters and stuff. I just got to go over the stove. I have to pull up the racks. I don't know what they're called, but the racks And next, I'm about to hit the refrigerator because it's so full. They have so much stuff in there, and a lot of the stuff that they bought, me and my family don't eat. And so I'm gonna go through it and give away what I can, and I'm gonna throw away the rest. And so I'm gonna hurry up and try to get that done because it is 4:01, and baby Sammy is down for his nap. Um, so he usually doesn't go to sleep this early, but he's down for a little nap, and I want to get as much done as I can. So I just got to do the refrigerator, and I'm going to pass the mop a little bit. And that's about all for right now. And then I do have laundry to do, but let's go ahead and get this refrigerator done. The Tito's. The lungs are small. We talk about as I have been away, I want to share with you guys the scriptures that I have been dwelling on, and it is Philippians chapter 4, verses 11 through 13. It says, "Not that I am speaking of being in need, for I have learned in whatsoever situation I am to be content. I know how to be brought low, and I know how to abound. In any and every circumstances, I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need. I can do all things through him who strengthens me." And also 2 Peter chapter 1 verses 3, it says, "His divine power has granted to us all things that pertain to life and godliness through the knowledge of him who called us to his own glory and excellence." I love that verse because I always try to remind myself that God has given us everything we need to live a godly life. I would love for you to share what Bible verses you've been holding on to this season in your life. I also wanted to share these beautiful flowers with you guys that my husband bought me after some really horrible news that I had got. And I just think they're so beautiful and colorful. These are the kind of flowers that I like. My husband usually buys me, or used to buy me, flowers every Monday. And it started getting too pricey. And so I told him I no longer wanted flowers anymore. And so he just pops up randomly and always tries to surprise me with flowers. Actually, me and the girls, I have two other daughters if you're new here, and he buys flowers for me and the girls. And so this one little joy that I enjoy, getting flowers from my husband, it's not as often as it used to be, and I'm okay with that because they are so expensive nowadays. But I really appreciated these flowers that my husband got me. They did last longer than I expected, and so I just wanted to share those with you guys. And now I am getting our monthly calendar together. I don't think I put anything up here since January, I think. And so I'm finally trying to get my life back together and adding everything to the calendar so everybody will be on one accord. And it kept falling, and my husband had to come rescue me multiple times. And so this is one thing I like to do. Usually, I know some people wouldn't want to put this in their living room, but we never really have company over. And so I don't have to worry about anybody seeing our schedule. This is for everyone in the family to be on one accord and to know what we have planned for the week. And I also like to add a scripture that I would try to memorize for the month. And I chose Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 8. And it says, "The Lord himself goes before you, and he will be with you." All right, hey guys. So I have finished cleaning up for now. I didn't mop like I wanted to, and I didn't wash laundry like I wanted to. But for the most part, I got most of it done, and so I'm just at a stopping point. It is 6:09. And I wanted to go run to Ross. I wanted to go look and see what kind of summer dresses they have. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I wanted to quickly come and share with you guys where I have been. It has literally been months since I have posted. And like I said, I do have videos that I just need to press the button just to release them to you guys. And I haven't released them. It's just been a lot. And it's been really heavy. So in January, I'm going to just go through the list of some of the things I want to share with you guys that has happened since then. In January, at the end of January, my oldest son turned 18. And that was a big thing for me. Like, I am so proud of this guy. He blesses my heart. So he made 18. So I am officially a mom to an 18-year-old. And we've been in the process of trying to figure out college and things like that. And so recently, this past Friday, he graduated with honors from high school. And also my daughter, we're in May. Since January, it's a really busy it was really busy in general for the dance world, and so she had a lot of competitions back to back, and he had some things as well, and so I was in between trying to make sure that I was present for both of those things, and just making sure, like, if you've been here for a while, you know that I have been very serious and adamant about getting into the Word and studying to show myself approved and diving in and like really digging into the Word. And that's definitely been a blessing for me. Right now, I just finished the book of Judges. I'm going into Ruth. And so I'm about to start studying Ruth. And I decided at nighttime, I'm going to start in the book of Psalms. I have been trying to read Psalms. Like, I would start, but I would never finish. Like, it's been years. Like, I always start, but I never complete the whole 150 books. And so I'm gonna try to go through that. And let's see. So I've just really been in my Word and working on myself and being very intentional about my time. As always, I always try to be intentional about my time. And I also felt the way, like, because my baby is about to head out and he's going to be out into this world on his own, that had me all in my feelings. But recently I suffered a miscarriage, and I am still stuck. I really honestly, I do not know how to process this, and I'm unsure, and I just been asking God to carry me through it, and all I know is God is sovereign, God is gracious, and I just been taking it day by day, trying to do that. And so when everything started happening, I told my husband, I said, I think I'm gonna dive back into YouTube and be more consistent, because I had never planned on going away, but YouTube is something that I enjoy doing, and so I feel like it's gonna help me to stay rooted and keeping my mind off of that, and to focus on the things that are ahead of me, taking care of my family and pushing forward in my word and things like that, just to keep me busy and keep me occupied, because I it's been really hard for me, trying to navigate that. And so um, I don't really want to say too much, um, because I just don't know how to explain some things, and I don't want to say too much. But maybe one day in the future, if you guys, maybe one day I'll share more. But that's just where I have been, and I just wanted to hop on because once again, I didn't want to just start posting and letting those videos out with you guys, not knowing, what's been happening with me or what's been going on. And so I just wanted to give you guys a little update, and I am going to put out all those old videos. If you guys want to watch, I would appreciate it if you watch. If not, that's fine. If you would watch from here going forward. But I am getting back to creating. I just had a lot on my plate, and right now I am learning how to balance those things. And I am in the process of starting a new routine for my home because it looks a little different now that my two oldest are getting older. And so I'm working out a new routine, and I'm going to share that with you guys. And if you guys have made it this far, I thank you guys so much for being here. I thank you guys for being gracious to me, staying subscribed to the channel. I thank you for the ones who have emailed me and checked up on me. And I just pray that you enjoy the content that is coming. Thank you guys so much for watching.